Greetings, Rosie here with Living Your Best Life. Welcome to Transformational Tuesdays. Today we're going to be talking about riding the wave and what that looks like. Sometimes we catch them and sometimes we don't. Sometimes the waves are meant for us, sometimes they're not. So I'm just going to give a minute for folks to come in. Let me make sure I've got you guys up on my computer so I see your comments. Hope you all are doing amazing today. Woke up and made sure you are on your high-flying disc. Okay, yes, I've got us up. All right, excellent. So, how are you doing today? Did you have a nice holiday for those of you who were celebrating? Did you have an opportunity to get together with friends and family? What did that look like for you? So, the main thing I wanted to talk today about is that when you're living your best life, every day doesn't look perfect. You don't always catch that wave. Not every wave is meant for you. And some of those waves come along to teach us a lesson, to bring awareness to something. But it's all about, going with the flow, and we don't want to be so rigid and set in our agenda of how we think things are supposed to go. What we would like, what we think that looks like. Because often what comes to us is not the exact vision that we had. Often it comes as something way better than anything we could have imagined. And often things come from sources we couldn't have ever dreamed of. So that is the main theme we're talking about today, is that, not every day. Let me just turn off the volume on my phone. Okay, nice. So we don't get disturbed. But yeah, when you're living your best life, not every day looks like a storybook, So think about the waves. If you're surfing, you catch some of them and some of them you don't. And some of them you catch them and then you crash. But I want you to remember that everything happens for a reason. Greetings. Let me know who came in. Leave me a message in the comment where you're coming in from, so I know who is here. Oh, Eileen, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, we're talking about, riding the waves of life. My theme for this year for Living Your Best Life is become the wave. So I've been studying the waves as I'm at the beach on a regular basis, and it's my favorite place to be. And there's so much we can learn from nature. So I was just saying, some of those waves we catch and we ride them all the way to shore. Some of them we don't catch. Some of them we catch, but we crash. And it's all good. It's all part of the process. When you're living your best life, every day doesn't look like it came out of a storybook. That's not how it works. Because, nature and the universe is bringing us signs if we pay attention. And if you didn't catch that wave or you crashed, that's what was meant to happen. Everything happens in divine time. And maybe because you didn't catch that wave because that wave wasn't meant for you. They're not all meant for us. We're not going to ride every wave. So it's really important to be aware of that. So I am going to have everybody put their feet on the ground, as I love to do. If you're watching the replay, please put #replay. But as we start each session here at Living Your Best Life, we always make sure that we are grounded. We're not bringing in any outside negative energy that might be holding us back from what we would love. So the first thing we always do is to clear that energy. So please make sure your feet are on the ground, barefoot if possible, even better, because the rubber soles on our shoes block our connection with the earth. So feet on the ground, getting grounded. And grounding is a super important thing, making sure you get out and get your feet in the dirt, get your feet in the sand. It helps regulate our nervous system. It helps keep everything in alignment. We are here to be in connection and be balanced with the earth. So in order to do that, we have to actually touch the earth. Touch grass, as some of the youth like to say these days. They're always on the computer and, playing games and all of that. So they always say, the youth know the importance of touching grass. So, feet on the ground, we're going to take 3 deep clearing breaths. We're going to breathe in through our nose, love and light and peace. And when we breathe out, we're going to breathe out through our mouth and let go of anything that's no longer serving us. Any fear, doubt, worries about things that happened yesterday, worries about what you're going to get done today. Do you have time to even sit here and listen to this because you're supposed to be doing something else? Sometimes our brains are going like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And it's important to take that time to slow it down and to let go of these things. Anything that we might be holding that's a lower density energy. So we're going to breathe in, hold it in our heart, 2, 3, 4, and let it go. Breathe in, hold it in your heart, 2, 3, 4, and let it go. And third breath, make this one really count. Breathe in the love and the light and the peace, and we're going to hold that in our heart. And then just let go of anything that's no longer serving you. Breathe in, hold it, 2, 3, 4, and let it go. Okay, and then just shake it out. Shake it out. If there's any stagnant energy, just shake your body and let it go. We want to start fresh and clean, not bringing any negative energy into this time and space. And we can do that at any time, anywhere we are. We can take the time to release that energy, to breathe in the love and the light, the higher frequencies that we need in order to manifest all that we would love, and we release those lower density energies. Now, they serve a purpose. They are there for a reason. So it's important for us to, be aware of them, see what we're supposed to learn from them. Look at why you're feeling that way. Look at, if there's something you're supposed to learn from that. These lower density feelings are longing and discontent. They're things we're holding on to from the past. But it's really important to stay in the present moment. But there are things that we learn from those lower energies. Maybe you're feeling angry because you dropped a boundary and allowed somebody to come into your life and treat you in a way that you don't like. Maybe you're mad at yourself that you didn't follow through with that goal that you had intended on achieving. Maybe you're ashamed of the way you talk to somebody when your anger or your frustration came out sideways. We have to let these things go. We often hold on to these things. It's like we have these suitcases and all these different instances happen to us, and we just keep shoving them in the suitcase, and we keep carrying these things around with us. And these are the things that stop us from living our best life. These are the things that are blocking us. So it's really important to start having more and more awareness of these limiting thoughts and beliefs that we tell ourselves. 9 times out of 10, they are no longer true. They are something from our past. They are something maybe somebody said to us when we were a child that we continue to carry with us. And those words often came from somebody who was not operating from their highest potential. They were not living their best lives. And, maybe they meant the best for you. And they were, trying to look out for you. But it was their fear of something happening to you, something bad happening to you, that made them say these things. So really important to have an awareness and start paying attention to that. Also, I want to let everybody know that it is Living Your Best Life's 4th anniversary. I didn't even realize we had been around that long. So give thanks to all of the folks in the community for your support, for your encouragement. and the energy that makes this space what it is. I give thanks to everybody who comes out for Transformational Tuesdays, those of you who are my clients and have gone through my programs, my mastermind groups, Dream Builder program, and, you know, so many other programs that we have out there. So I give thanks to all of you because I wouldn't be here without all of you. And then let me just take a look of how many people we have. We have 414 members in our community right now. I give thanks for all of you. It'd be awesome to see us reach 500 as an anniversary gift. So if you know anyone who you feel might gain some insight from this, resonate with what we talk about here in this group, please feel free to share that link. I did do a 4th anniversary post that does have the link to join the group. So yeah, please help put that out there. And yeah, I just want, so let's get back to our theme, which was like riding the wave, and that, you know, when you're living your best life, not every day looks like it came out of a storybook. You don't catch every wave. Some of them aren't meant for you. Sometimes you stumble, and sometimes, you know, you missed that wave. You weren't, you know, swimming fast enough. You weren't paying attention. You didn't catch it. It was coming in. That doesn't mean failure. It's all part of the process. And you might be at a different spot in the wave. Maybe you're not ready to ride that wave yet. I do want to give you guys a little sneak peek. I do have a 3-wave activation series that will be coming up soon. I don't have the date set yet, but I'm thinking end of April. But it's going to be 3 sessions, 3 waves. And that first wave is awareness, really getting attuned to your inner feelings and thoughts and the potential within you and the power within you, the strength within you. Really going inward. And just like a wave has a resting phase, and then it builds, and then it crests. And, you know, we get to riding that wave, but we want to make sure that we stay in the flow. Oh, look, guys, I'm probably going to be putting out more of these. I created a wave ring the other day. So look out for more of those. I'm probably going to do some more wire wrapping on them and such. But that's my latest creation that I would love to share with you to just help remind us to become the wave, to stay in the flow. So, you know, once we get to that point where the wave is cresting and we really feel the flow, we have to learn how to stay in the flow, to stay in that energy. So the 3-part series, the first is going to be looking at awareness and getting attuned to our inner self. The next one will be about clarity and getting really clear on what it is we would love. And then the 3rd one will be taking those action steps to actually be riding that wave and learning how we can stay in the flow. So look out for that. I will be posting that soon. And as a 4th anniversary gift, it's going to be at a special, really low discount price. Those 3 sessions, you're going to get for the price of 1 group session. So that will be coming up soon. I'm really excited about that. It just like flowed in when I sit at the beach and meditate. It's just, I'm just grateful for all of the things that have been flowing in. And, you know, sometimes I feel like things aren't happening quick enough, or I'd like to be further along, or, you know, all these various different things. But then I have to remind myself as well that everything happens for a reason. Greetings, Eileen. So nice to see you here. The wave and what that looks like. Sorry, guys. This started playing on my computer. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I was trying to respond to messages. But I guess I just need to wait until I'm done to respond to the messages. But I'll respond to you. If you leave a message, I will respond to you verbally. And then I will go back and look at all of the comments later. So, yeah. So, riding these waves, learning that each of these waves happens as it should. Everything is happening in divine time. like even the failures and when we fall off, it's all part of the process. There's something we're supposed to learn from it. So it's just really important to stay in the now, stay present, learn from each of these waves. Trust that even these missteps, or what you think are missteps, are guiding you and giving you a different perspective. So I'd like to do a little brief visualization with everyone today. So you can just close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Of course, we're going to go to the beach and we're sitting on the calm shore. We are here all by ourselves. We have the beach all to ourselves. So no need for any fear or worry. We don't have to think about who's around us and if we are safe in this space. You are safe. You can close your eyes and journey within. So you are on this calm shore. You're watching the waves. They're coming in. They're rolling back out. They're flowing in. They're rolling back out. I just want you to watch the waves and get in sync with them as they flow in and back out. In and back out. So I want you to visualize that wave as an emotion or a challenge that you're going through right now. What is an emotion you've been feeling a lot lately, or a challenge that's been happening in your life? So I'm just going to give you a minute to think about what that is. And I want you to let it rise and fall. Rise and fall. Rise and fall. And I really want to encourage you to just breathe. We're going to breathe in, hold it in our heart, let that love fill our vessel, and release. Breathe in, hold it, and release. And I want you to just breathe, know that you are safe. You know, these waves ebb and flow, they peak, they crash. But the most important thing is to stay grounded in between each of those waves. Just allow everything to flow, knowing that what comes down and crashes wasn't meant for you, and we will rise up again. I want you to stay grounded so you are open to growth. And just know that this challenge or this emotional time you're going through will resolve just like everything else. Nothing stays constant. That's the one thing we can trust in this lifetime, is that nothing is constant. There is always change. So if you're going through a rough spot right now, that is okay. That will soon shift. We don't stay in the good times forever. We don't stay in the bad times forever. You know, so this is a lot of what I wanted to talk to you about today, is just staying in that flow, knowing that everything is happening in divine time. Everything is happening for a reason. And when you're living your best life, like I said, not every day looks like it came out of a storybook. Not every day will you catch that big wave. It depends on where you are in the phase. Are you in the resting phase where you're just really getting in tune with yourself and what's coming in? Are you in a building phase where you're getting more clarity? Or are you ready to take those action steps and ride that wave and learn how to stay in the flow so you can keep all of that prosperity and abundance continually flowing in? Greetings. I see somebody else came in. Oh, greetings, Samantha. Amazing to have you here. Always a pleasure. So I will do a little recap on what we were talking about today. Again, if anybody's watching the replay, please put hashtag replay and let us know where you're coming in from. So Eileen was coming in from Pennsylvania. Samantha is coming in from Hawaii. I always love the diversity of people I get within my group. And Samantha, just letting you know that it is our 4th anniversary of Living Your Best Life. Can you believe it? I had no idea it had been 4 years already. So give thanks for often being here and being an active member of this group, sharing with others. you know, what you've been going through and your steps towards living your best life. So Samantha said, blessed rising, Rosie, listening as I take the dogs out. So yeah, so Samantha, I'll just give you a little recap on what we've been talking about today. We've been talking about the fact that when you are living your best life, not every day looks like a storybook. It's not every day that, you know, we are riding that big wave. Sometimes we're in the resting phase, just going within and paying attention to our thoughts and our emotions, our potential, the power within us. And some days we are building, we are getting more clarity on what we would love. We maybe have some longing and discontent coming up, which lets us know there's a next level for us, that lets us know that there's something more out there for us, and getting in tune with what that is. And, you know, then there becomes a phase where you're actually able to ride the wave. You're able to take those action steps and make things happen. And once we get to that phase, then we have to focus on staying in the flow, how to keep that energy flowing. Allow that abundance and prosperity to keep flowing in. So that's kind of the gist of what I've been talking about today. I took everybody through a little visualization, getting in touch with an emotion or a challenge they're going through in this time, and knowing that all of these things rise and fall. Nothing lasts forever. The only thing constant in our lives is change. So that's basically what we've been talking about today, recognizing that, you know, some of those waves we're going to catch and we're going to ride into shore. Some of them we won't be quick enough and we don't catch them. Some of them we crash and burn. And it's okay. It's all part of the process. That doesn't mean we failed. Just because we didn't catch that wave doesn't mean we failed. Maybe that wave wasn't meant for us. It's all happening in divine time, and we have to recognize that. So that is the gist of what I've been talking about today. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And, you know, that also plays into the theme of this next workshop that is going to be coming up. It is a 3-wave activation series. So the first wave, hold on, I will actually give you some more specifics. I don't have it right in front of me, but this will be a little sneak peek. Yeah, just give me a second to pull this up. I'm putting these programs together last week. It started flowing in when I was at the beach. Oh, there. Okay. Sorry. And then I also want to I'll do a Journey of Love card for everybody today who's on the feed or watching at a future time. Greetings, Cedric. Nice to see you. We're just talking about riding the waves, and that when we're living our best lives, not every day looks like a story. It came out of a storybook. We don't catch every wave. And we also have to look at what phase we're in. Waves have different phases. They're resting, they build, and then they crest, and it's about staying in the flow. So this 3-wave activation series that is coming up. So the first wave is about awareness, getting attuned to our inner waves, our emotion, our potential, our power, our thoughts, really going within. The second wave is all about alignment. So expanding the wave of clarity, really diving into your vision and what that looks like, what you would really love. And then the third wave is emerging, surfing the wave of inspired flow and action. So really taking those action steps, making it happen, and learning how to stay in the flow with that so we can keep it going. I want to share a quote with you from John Kabat-Zinn. We can't stop the waves, but we can learn to surf them. And we've been talking about that not every wave is meant for us. You know, we weren't meant to catch every wave. Some of them we crash and burn, but there's something we can learn from each and every wave that comes in. So that will be the Become the Wave 3-wave activation series. And as a special gift, since it's our 4-year anniversary, I'm going to offer that program for the price of 1 group session. So you're getting 2 sessions for free, because I just really want to see everyone living their best life. I really want to see everybody learning how to become that wave and really taking those steps. You know, not just keeping our dreams, you know, on a cloud. Those dreams are up there in the cloud, and that's okay. But we're going to build the scaffolding under them and take those steps to reach that cloud. To go from where we are right now to where we would love to be. To really bridge that gap. So that's what we are talking about today. Samantha, I don't know if you are still here. Cedric, it's lovely to have you here. I was just about to wrap up. I had just recapped what I had gone through for Samantha. But yeah, I'm about to close. Oh, you know what? I did have one more thing I was going to do before I closed out. So this is from my Journey of Love deck. Alana Fairchild, love her. Woman after my own heart. I feel like her words speak my language. So, Most High, ancestors, guardian angels, ascended masters, what message do you have for my folks today? This is the Living Your Best Life tribe. And know that this applies whether you're watching this now or at a future date. Okay, let's see. Intimacy. So intimacy is... I dropped it. Intimacy is the card that I pulled. And so I'm going to read that card to you. Give me a second to pull this up. This is number 35. So there it is. Your vulnerability is the key to your growing spiritually. Now is the time to share yourself openly, without presence or defensiveness. Let down the barriers that have held you apart from another, from the divine, from the world, and let yourself be held by the experiences of your life without needing to defend against them. Expect nothing and be open to receive everything. Your vulnerability is your way forward now. You're learning that you have enough strength to truly surrender. You are brave enough to allow yourself to truly live, to be truly lived by the divine. The message of this oracle is that you have recently opened yourself up in new ways to meet the world and your loved ones, or are considering doing so in order to share something of yourself with another. Do it. You are ready to be seen and received more than ever before. Becoming one, allowing all that is, both within and without, to blend like a wave meeting the shore. Every aspect of who we are is part of a grander whole. And in truth, yet greater still, to know myself is to know you. Whether I look in your eyes, or touch lips, or hold hands, or bathe in the warmth of our embrace. And Cedric, I love that this came up with you in here, because you're definitely somebody who helped me to, you know, grow a lot and open up more and share my talents and share my love. So I think it's the perfect message to come in at this time. I also want to do a special shout out to Lady Dread, one of our, just an amazing person in our reggae community in the LA area, who was so loving and supportive of so many people. She supported me in my journey as well. I am honored to have been a member of Queendom Come, her all-female reggae band that we had for a while. She has transitioned and is no longer with us in the physical realm, but I send so many blessings her way for a smooth transition, and she will definitely be greatly missed in our community. So that's kind of what I have for today. If anybody has any comments, feel free to share in the feed. Oh, what did Cedric said, God bless you, my love. Samantha said, just wanted to point out, each seventh wave is the largest, most powerful. Not sure why, but I used to count them as a child, so it reflects the ebb and glow of life itself. Not all are powerful, some are small and light. It mimics the same biorhythm of life. Ebb and flow. Some days are rough, some are smooth, but if we learn to ride those waves, each one as it comes, we then become part of the flow. I love that. So beautifully said, Samantha. And that's, such a great just summarization of what I came to share here today. I love that you are a part of this community. You definitely get me. You get what I am bringing to the world. And I know how much you appreciate it. And I feel like so much of what I share has really helped you to grow over time. It's been amazing to watch your growth. And I know you're continuing to evolve and unfold. So that's what I had to share. If anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section and I can respond. Otherwise, I will probably close this up. You are so Samantha said, aw, thank you, Rosie. You are so welcome, Samantha. You've been a big part of this community. You are often present for Transformational Tuesdays and just always sharing and commenting and allowing yourself to be vulnerable and share what is happening in your life so that we can do some laser coaching and help keep you on track and keep you in the flow. We all need that. I need that too. We are all here for one another, and I love that. And Cedric, you're somebody who has always been there for me in my life. You've always had my back. You've always believed in me. And I wouldn't be where I am today without you. So I give thanks for you. I really need to pick up my horn again. Cedric is the one who really got me to pick up my saxophone and start playing in reggae bands and singing and sharing those talents. And I can't thank you enough for that. I need to, I need to pick it back up. Now that Kirikou is with his dad, I have a little bit more time. And so, I really need to pick it back up again. But I really thank you for all of your encouragement, always loving me and believing in me. And, that's what it takes, guys, is having people in our lives who support us and see who we are. Samantha said, yes, you do. I want to hear you play. Yeah. And I just had something come up in my post from another band that I played with called I Trinity. Cedric, who is on with us, is the person who brought me into John Mark and the Soul Shakers, and I played with them for several years. And I truly give thanks for that. If you look on my wall, I just posted about, I'm not sure if it's on my story or on my wall, but about the band I used to be in, I Trinity, that we had a little horn section as well. But Cedric and I were a horn section. We also did Soul Adventures horn when Soul Adventures had our little club in Venice. But I truly give thanks to both of you guys. I guess I've gotten a little bit off of the topic, but that is okay. Everything is happening in divine time, flowing exactly as it should. So I give thanks for both of you. Samantha, is there anything going on with you right now that you would like a little laser coaching on while I am here? Or Cedric, anything that you might want to share that you could use a little redirection on, or insight, or anything at all? Samantha, how are you doing, my love? How is everything going with you? I know you had some troubles with your neighbors. I don't know if that situation has improved any. So yeah, let me know. Is there anything else anybody would like to share before I close out? I'd be glad to do a little laser coaching. I don't know, Samantha, did you see the card that I pulled? I know you were walking the dogs. Intimacy is the card that we pulled for the group for today. Alrighty, well, I'm going to give a minute to see if there's anything either Samantha or Cedric would like to share that maybe they're dealing with in this time. Okay, I'm not seeing anything coming in, so I'm going to wrap up. I give thanks for everyone being here. I give thanks for everyone who comes in later. If you're watching this video later, please put hashtag replay. Let me know where you're coming in from. Cedric is coming in from LA. I believe you're in LA right now. That's normally where he's at. So we had Pennsylvania, California, and Hawaii in the house today. Alrighty, so, okay, Samantha said, well, working on grabbing a new and exciting opportunity, my neighbors. I said something the other day that has shut her up for a while now, and I haven't heard their alarm go off for a few days now. And yes, intimacy, into me I see. Love it. Yeah, absolutely. Samantha, did you get to hear the card, the reading for the card? I know you were walking the dog, so I'm not sure if you caught that. If you'd like, I can share that with you if you didn't hear that, or maybe you did. So just let me know. Intimacy. Into me I see. I like that. And that fits with our first phase of our 3-wave activation. Looking into ourselves. Going within. Well, let's see. Oh, I thought I saw a new... Oh, mostly but missed some. Okay, so I can reread it for you because I know you were busy doing that. So for anybody who didn't catch the card for today, it was intimacy, and I'm going to reread that so Samantha can catch that because it was actually just so on point. Your vulnerability is the key to your growing spirituality. Now is the time to share yourself openly, without pretense or defensiveness. Let down the barriers that have held you apart from another, from the divine, from the world, and let yourself be held by the experiences of your life without needing to defend against them. Expect nothing and be open to receive everything. Your vulnerability is your way forward now. You are learning that you have enough strength to truly surrender. You are brave enough to allow yourself to be truly lived by the divine. The message of this oracle is that you have recently opened up in new ways to meet the world and your loved ones, or are considering doing so in order to share something of yourself with another. Do it. You are ready to be seen and received more than ever before. Intimacy. Becoming one, allowing all that is both within and without to blend. Like a wave meeting the shore. Each aspect of who we are is part of a grander whole, and in truth, yet greater still. To know myself is to know you, whether I look into your eyes or touch your lips or hold hands or bathe in the warmth of our embrace. So that was intimacy. That was our card we pulled for the group for today. And yeah, I love how it has the wave theme. It, is speaking to that going within, which will be the first phase of our 3-wave activation process. Yeah, hard to believe that this group has been around for 4 years already. Yeah, it's nice to see. And we're at, I think, 414 members. Let me just look. Yeah, 414 members. If we could get to 500 as an anniversary gift or more, that or something even greater still, that would be amazing. So if you know anybody who you think would benefit from this group, please share this with them. Actually, you can share the 4th anniversary post, which has the link to join the group. So that is what I have for today. I'm glad that you have an exciting opportunity coming up for you, Samantha. And I'm also really glad to hear that the neighbors have not been harassing you lately, because you don't deserve that. You're such a good person and always putting love out there in this world. So however that happened, I give thanks that they are now being more peaceful. I know we did send some prayers their way last week, so yeah, let me know if there is anything else. You said, oh, thank you, Rosie. I love that. Yeah, it seemed so on point. But this deck always does. I say that each and every day, that this deck is so on point. I've been using it for several years now, and yeah, every time it's just the perfect message. So, giving thanks to Alana Fairchild, Ross Uli, Richard Cohn, who put this book together. I love Alana Fairchild. She's like one of my favorites. I definitely recommend getting this deck. And she has so many others that are all very on point. This is the one I resonate with the most, though. So, Samantha, anything else? Anything else you might need a little coaching on, or anything you might want to share with the group before I wrap things up? Let me know. I'm going to work on uploading a bunch of the prior videos, both here and to the YouTube page. I will also post the Soul Adventures YouTube page, which does have a section where the Living Your Best Life videos are at. Greetings, Strongheart. I was just closing out, but sending lots of love and blessings to you. Strongheart's coming in from Mount Shasta. Love you. We were just talking today about being the wave, and that when you're living your best life, not every day looks like it came out of a fairy tale. And some of the waves we're supposed to catch, and some of them we're not supposed to catch. They're not all meant for us. So, yeah, always a pleasure to see you. Sending lots of love and prayers your way. Give thanks for all the amazing works you do, shining your life bright and reminding others to do so as well. All the blessings and prayers you put out to the world. They are appreciated. They are received. And know that you're doing amazing works in this world. I love you. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up because I've recapped a couple times now. But I give thanks to see each and every one of you in here. If you just came on, feel free to go back and watch the replay. And I will be back here next Tuesday for Transformational Tuesdays. Give thanks, everyone. Blessings.